So we've had a lot of people reach out to us because you see our logo and people are wondering, like, where did we start? And I thought maybe it would be a good time to talk about how we got here and what we do and the things that we enjoy. So why not make a video out here at Winchester Bay, end of takeover. And yeah, so John and I met in 2023, and when I first met John, he said, well, do you like off-roading? And I, sure, yeah, I rode quads. I enjoy doing that stuff. I like trail riding. John had a, what year was it?
It's a 2021 Kawasaki Teryx 4S LE. For those who don't know, that's not a KRX. That is the off-road golf cart, pretty much.
We called it the Mountain Goat because we could take it on trails and all the razors would have a hard time doing stuff, and then we would take the Teryx and just bebop up trails and rocks and stuff. And so about an hour 40 minutes ish where we live, there's some trail riding with some mudding holes and stuff. So when I first met John, that was all that we did, was mudding, trail riding, going up rocks, and we loved it. We made a lot of friends, met a lot of people in that.
They went to the dunes. That's what got us going.
Yeah.
We wanted to go to the dunes, and we knew the Teryx was not going to hang out here. So we entertained looking at side-by-sides. We looked at an X3 Turbo RR, and I test drove it. I liked it. I went to go put it in an offer and found out they had a deposit on it. So we came in too late. So then we checked out, it was an Orange Madness 2023 Polaris Turbo R.
And I'm a firm believer that, like, if it's meant to be, it's gonna be, right? So the X3, it wasn't meant to be.
Nope.
We went to the dealership, saw the bright orange car, and at first I was
which
like,
online looked hideous. But I was
so
like, you know
bad.
what? Let's just go look at it. We don't even know if we're gonna like it or not. Got there in person and we were like, oh man, that orange actually looks kind of cool.
And the thing is most people don't know this unless you see me in person. I'm 4'9", and my
you can't even
biggest
drive the Teryx.
My biggest negative, one, the Teryx, I couldn't wear a harness and drive it. I could drive it, but I couldn't sit safely. But with the Can-Ams, I physically could not get in them and drive them stock. So when we saw the Turbo R, I sat in the driver's seat and John actually pulled it forward and I could fit. And I was like,
telescoping steering wheel.
I guess that's what we're getting.
Sliding seats. Instantly, she loved it, wanted to have it. So we bought it. We did our first ever dune trip. So we bought that June of 2024.
And I will say, we got a 2-seater because at the time,
none of the kids enjoyed it.
Our kids did not love riding. Ira, who's our youngest, he is 7 now. At the time, he was 5. He was terrified of off-roading. We would take him out, but it was always a struggle. So we were like, you know what? The kids don't go a lot anyway. Let's just get a 2-seater. Hindsight 2020. We should have just done a 4-seater to begin with. It wasn't our life at the time. Very shortly after that, it became our life all the time. So we made the 2-seater work. We still have it, but yeah, so we got the 2-seater about a month later, if that.
So it was, we bought it June of 2023. We did an LB trip the week after we bought it.
We took it to King of LB.
Yep. King LB was quads.
Oh, it was, yeah.
King
it was
LB
quads.
was the 90s. Yeah. So we did a week after Winchester Takeover, because we never even heard of Takeover until after we bought the Razor. But we wanted to plan a dune trip with some friends of ours, and they knew this area, so they were like, we're going to go in September, because this was before UTV Takeover Winchester took over Dune Fest dates. So we came out a week after Winchester Takeover, did our first ever dunes trip, and like the first couple of days were really awesome.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was day 2 or 3, but we had a friend who blew a belt right at Banshee Hill, and then he put his new belt on, kind of went around to just give it a quick heat cycle, and we were messing around, and I got a little complacent, didn't realize where I was. We hit a razorback, endoed the razor, and then it front rolled and destroyed the strut cage, destroyed the roof, destroyed the windshield.
Put a hole through my tongue.
Yeah, put a hole that damaged your whole phone.
My phone actually twisted. That was our first dunes trip. And
First
it didn't
trip
deter
ever.
us.
Nope.
I
actually jumped it the next day.
I don't even know how I didn't need stitches in my mouth. Everybody came up and they were like, oh, are you all right? And I was like bleeding and my phone was twisted. And yeah, we went out the next day and jumped it, sent it, and we got hooked.
Yeah,
Even
jumped
then.
It. We'll put a picture right here of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
that was a fun memory. And then, so we took the car to King Kong. They built us the cage. We got the car painted white, and then we went with illusion green on the cage.
And I think that's a good point to like how we came up with our name.
Yeah.
So we knew after having the bright orange car, like we wanted something different, and there were 2 colors that we loved, but with the Turbo R, we went, man, we really like dark green.
Yeah.
But we didn't want green like everybody else had, so we sat forever and ever and ever, and we looked at, what website was it?
It was Prismatic Powders. That's what Brandon from King Kong mentioned. He goes, just surf that website. You'll find something you like, because originally we were just going to do black, and then I was going to stick with the orange, and then I went through there and I saw the illusion green, and I fell in love instantly, and I was like, that means I got to change the color of the car, though.
But we saw the illusion green, and we were like, man, we should give the car a name. And it was pretty fast that we decided that Kryptonite would be the perfect name for our car because of the illusion green. And there was something about using the word Kryptonite that stuck with us.
That's how people recognized us, because for those who don't know, I proposed to Jesse. So last year, August, Winchester was our first ever takeover. We had the Turbo R, and the day before, so it was Monday, the day before takeover started, we went up to Banshee Hill, and I proposed to her at sunset, and thanks to Rachel Marie, she did our photography for us, and so we'll post that picture right up here too.
He did maybe a couple, because there's some good ones in there.
And so that's kind of when we fell in love with it. We do have to backpedal slightly though, because our second dunes trip is where we rolled again. So our second ever dune trip, we came to Winchester for Goons in the Dunes.
Brand new paint job, brand new cage.
Literally
brand
just
new
got
truck.
the car back from being built.
Everything is perfect.
And we springboarded and front flipped. She ended up with a grade 2 concussion, and that's where helmets became a priority.
Do not remember going to Goons in the Dunes 2 years ago. But yes, so that got us hooked on 50 cal harnesses.
Yep.
That got us absolutely hooked on helmets. 1000% we wear helmets all the time. You know, people out here, most of them wear goggles. I came through my harness. I was not locked all the way in. Like I said, don't remember the trip. We ended up at the hospital here in Coos Bay. It was a big bummer. I ended up with a goose egg on the back of my head.
I'm glad it wasn't worse than what. I mean, it was bad, but it could have been so much worse.
It could have been really bad. And actually, I was planning on having surgery 3 months after that trip. And I had to go through MRIs. I had to go through a bunch of like pre-surgery clearance because back when I was younger, I had gotten concussions. I had a pretty bad one. I was a professional cheerleader. So actually where I hit my head was where I hit my head way back when I was in high school. So it was basically my neurologist saying, hey, you can't hit your head again.
Yeah.
You have to wear a helmet all the time. So lesson learned. I understand why the laws are the way that they are, and I won't be complacent, but our cage held up, our lives, our vehicle, everything was fine. The way we front flipped, it was like the back end of the car.
Yeah, so probably post a quick video up here, but basically the rear of the car, basically where the trunk and the taillights are, that's what took the blunt of the blow. It shoved in the trunk. It really wasn't too bad. It damaged the fender plastics a little bit, and the trunk was, and the bed was probably the worst.
Yeah.
Everything else looked fine. We took back to the shop, had it all looked at, made sure everything else was fine, and it was. Everything did what it was supposed to. So
Exactly.
The most important thing I can tell anybody in this is, don't think you're the best driver there is, and doesn't matter. I'm never gonna roll, because I thought the same thing, and it happened quick. And so I know, here I am talking about cages. This has a stock cage. We bought this car
3 weeks ago. Almost
no,
4
a little
weeks
over
ago.
a month ago now.
Yeah?
A little over a month. But we weren't going to have a cage in time for these trips. So we said, okay, after Winchester Takeover, we're going to start getting serious on a cage. So we have been talking to cage companies, yes.
Finding the perfect one for us.
Yep. We already have 50 cal harnesses on the way. That was another thing that wasn't going to make it to us in time, because Jonathan from Freeride actually wrapped the car while we were out here.
The design got completed a week ago.
Yep. So it's been
Madness.
little chaotic this trip.
Yeah,
going from the 2-seater Turbo R and Coos Bay takeover, demoing the 4-seat Pro R, picture here with Jesse in the back seat, me driving,
God.
testing the back seat, making sure the kids were going to have fun.
Yeah.
Fell in love with the 4-seater almost instantly. A week after Coos Bay takeover, we linked up with Joshua from Power Sports Northwest.
Yes. He was awesome.
And got the Pro R from him, and just, it's been such a great car. It handles so much better. The one thing I will say also that helped me big time, well, Jesse and I both, to gain our confidence back in riding, was linking up with the EMR boys.
Yeah.
They are some serious drivers. Ian from Full Throttle Battery, Dave and Mike with EMR, Austin Waller, Andy
Don.
Malone, Don.
Yeah.
They helped drastically. They understood my fears, and we would go to Sand Lakes with them, and it helped a lot. I think going to the 4-seater helped me a little bit more too, because the 4-seaters do handle quite a bit better than a 2-seater. Yeah. I've noticed. There's things I miss about the 2-seater, but
and I think in time, like, we're entertaining keeping our 2-seater,
making it the race car, basically.
I don't drive a lot. I have a medical condition that makes it difficult under stress for me to be coherent all the time to drive long term. So we're kind of doing this dance right now of, like, what do we do to make it so we're all enjoying our time and being safe. And I get asked a lot about, what are you guys? What's the goal? And ultimately the goal, I've always had a passion for videography and photography. And my goal with Kryptonite Off Road is strictly to get content out there. Ultimately, I love supporting brands that are good people, supporting good companies with good intentions. We've learned that in this industry that there are a lot of really good people, but there's also a lot of people that are, I don't know if I would necessarily support the business, and I want to make sure that every move that we make and every person that we connect with, we are 100% with people with good intention. And I feel like we're doing that with this 4-seater. I feel like we are kind of learning the ropes and how the community works, and we want to make sure that those guys that love off-roading the way that we do,
the passion for riding
in the community, we want to support those guys 100% of the time. And I don't want to make a business. I want to be a really good cheerleader.
Yeah, nothing about anything that we do. So Kryptonite Off Road, we have, I'm not wearing anything, but
right
we
now.
do have shirts and sweaters and a hat and all that, but it's literally just for us.
Yeah.
We don't sell it to anybody, and it's, the following, we don't make any money on any kind of following or nothing. That's not our intent. It's just to share this lifestyle so people can be like us, where
we walk into
we
it
started.
Yeah.
And it's just, look at this. You can see the takeover booth over there. And it's such a cool environment. We love it. And the amount of people. It's one thing I like about the side-by-side community is the good people pretty much become your family.
Yeah.
You know, smiling and waving and going out and doing the group rides and stuff. You know, you can tell the difference between the people that love this as a passion and then the people that are just here for the chaos. And
I like a little bit of both. I like a little bit of chaos.
Yeah.
But like, if someone's broke down, we're gonna be the first ones to go and stop.
Yeah, we had
we had a guy last night.
Our first night, Noah from Whiskey Throttle lost a tire right in front of us. I didn't even know it was Noah. We went and chased down the tire, grabbed it for him, went up there, made sure he was all right. Luckily, there's a gentleman out here. I think his name's Riley. I had saw on Facebook that he posted, hey, if anybody needs a free tow, you know, all he appreciated was tips, but it was free towing. That's huge out here.
Yeah.
And luckily I screenshot that and I gave it to Noah and some of the Whiskey Throttle people there. And then UTV Obsessions, they had a crazy one. They got accidentally bumped into and pitted, and they ended up teetering on 2 wheels. And that guy could drive. He saved it.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You see the chaos, but you also know that people are going to stop and help. And that's the part of the community that we love. This is why we love the dunes. We've fallen in love with UTV Takeover and the support that we've received. John likes to compete. I do not compete.
Yeah. I'm not very good at winning, but it's still fun. We have fun doing it. It's
so much fun. And the ambassadors out here, they've been really good people to us, and we can be more thankful for that. But I think ultimately it was, everybody asked, like, what are you guys? And honestly, we are just a family that lives nowhere near the dunes.
Yeah.
But loves to make videos, loves to be good cheerleaders. Loves to listen to that.
One of the best sounds in the world.
This is actually our son's first time coming to the dunes. He's playing in the hillside over there. Well, first time going to Takeover, I should say.
Yeah, first Takeover. And I'm impressed. He's done really well on the night rides. I've actually taken it through some pretty good riding, and he had, at one point he fell asleep.
Yeah, he was sleeping last night on the whole ride back.
We like Jonathan from Off Road Diaries. He's a great guy to hang out with, and you know, good inspiration. He's been at this game a lot longer than us.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have. The reason why we did this video is because a lot of people have thought we were linked up with Kryptonite products, which I am wearing their shirts.
They're cool people.
They're awesome. So
cool.
we bought the Turbo R, did the Illusion Green, created the Kryptonite name, which, think about it, Superman, Kryptonite, it's green, so that's where that name came about.
By the way, I call this one Venom. John has a different name for it.
Purple People Eater.
No, I'm calling her Venom. Because we like the Marvel DC universes, and Purple People Eater is not necessarily something I want my 7-year-old saying, but anyway, Kryptonite products. We knew they made truck parts. I know there's a lot of businesses called Kryptonite. We are not a for-profit business. We are not a business at all.
Happy to represent them.
100%. We ran into the owner down in Coos Bay. We didn't know they were going to be down there, and we were like, we actually reached out well before when we realized that they did side-by-side parts. And we're like, hey man, this is the name of our social media, and he was super cool about it. When we reached out over social media, and then we ran into him. They were super cool about it, and then they ended up having a booth down here at Winchester Takeover, and they have been so awesome to us.
Yeah, because I will get up and show you guys real quick.
Yeah, you can go hide. Go look.
We run their radius rods and the pull plate. And the radius rods, I mean, these things are about twice the diameter of the stock ones. Just phenomenal beef. So that was a big thing. We wanted to link up with them and tell them how much we appreciate their products. And then we linked up with Matt with MB Whips. So we're going to link up with Matt on all of our lighting on this car. We're doing a lot of DRT. So we have the DRT fenders.
Hold on here.
And then everybody that we've pretty much worked with.
Cardo, they have been awesome to us. Free ride, they've got a couple. Addiction, Corey's helping us out with some stuff. Your hand's in the way. There we go. Also, the only ambassador program that we are a part of is Off Road Vixens. I am an ambassador for the program. Use code Jesse, 20% off. All of your stuff online. Help support women who race in off-road. MB, Rachel Marie Photography. If you haven't checked out her stuff, she's incredible. She is the one who did our engagement photos. DRT, and of course 50 cal. We absolutely love 50 cal. Support Richie all day, every day, if I can.
Yeah, Richie's probably
good people,
such
man.
a great guy.
And I'm like down here.
Wow.
But
good people problems.
I know. Yeah, remember 4'9". But ultimately, we appreciate you guys. We love that you engage in our content. We want to keep making content and make videos for people. We're just a family that's from the Pacific Northwest that loves this environment, and yeah.
And recording for people.
We love doing
thing.
it.
I try to get shots of the people that we know, and so we can get the shots to them. And
Supporting us supports other people.
Them, yeah.
I love doing it. John loves participating in it. The kids are getting used to it. You'll see in my vlogs. The kids engage. I'm so sorry for my 13-year-old. She's 13. But we have a lot of fun. We have so much fun, and we're just happy to get to do it with everybody around us. Yeah.
So, love you guys. Thank you for your support.
We'll catch you in the next one.